Yo, you know what it is, the Kid Cortez, Brooklyn Murder Ave Gang.
It's Bonnie Godiva.
It's John Don.
Sway 7.
Here on Rap Grid.
Rapgrid.com, man.
Make sure you subscribe.
This belong to us. Put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for this, bro. And we still grooving. Rap Grid.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Drect, Rap Grid. A lot of people like to make their way on the stage so they can look cool on the bow, whatever. They can be all in the footage. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be cool regardless. I think one of the illest things I can do is go in the crowd and watch the battles with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, while I'm doing live tweeting or while I'm just thinking about what interview questions I'm gonna ask, like, I talk to the fans. I say, yo, what do you think about that line? What do you think? Like, that's what I feel like the beauty of battle rap is. I just love being amongst the people, being in the crowd. So with that being said, I don't know whether it's King or URL. Like, I may be on the stage or in the pit sometimes, but like I really just enjoy being amongst the crowd. So that's my MO, and I think a lot of y'all other guys should try it, man. It's just a different type of vibe because I feel like I can watch the battle as a fan and talk amongst the people. The first battle of the night was Ill Will versus Charlie Clips. Charlie Clips goes first. Haymaker, 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 back to back. Clips is fucking this shit up. I'm like, yes. He had some crazy shit about he did like a water scheme, and then he said something about that was an alkaline and then tap water. Like, that part was bananas. So Ill Will goes, and his first round is dope. He began that first round with like a crazy bar that had like the battlers were literally on the stage going, what? A lot of people are against Clips, and I think that they'll say, yo man, Ill Will washed him all 3 rounds, or Ill Will washed him that first round, He went second, so his momentum was crazy. But I think an argument could be made for Clips winning the first round, because his first round was really dope, man. You know, I think Ill Will just stole the momentum with his opening bar and then proceeded to have a fire round. Second round, Clips had good points, but he was up and down. Every time the crowd wanted to come out, he come back with a good line, then he kind of dipped down. Second round on Ill Will, man. Ill Will had said some shit like, he had a pause no homo bar where he meant to say something, but he said like something about a dude's ass or something like that by accident, and someone was just like, yo, pause, and the crowd was letting him have it, and he had to really work back from saying that line or accident, you know what I mean? So he had to work back, and he got the crowd, and he finished really strong. I'll probably give the second round to Ill Will because he was doing dope, and the pause shit just fucked him up. I don't know what people are gonna say about it at home when it comes out. Y'all might ignore it, but like, the crowd heckled the shit out of him for that. Third round, Clips was cool, and Clips actually had a point where people was starting to like boo him because I was amongst the crowd, so the feeling in the crowd is like, yo man, like, come on Clips, not you doing this shit, man, come on man. And it wasn't as bad as some other performances y'all might try to critique Clips for, but it was really up and down. He like started breaking down some bars, and he was like, yeah, cause you know, like Derrick Rose, and he looked up, and I don't think anyone knew Derrick Rose was there, but when he looked up, everyone looked and was like, oh shit, like it was a Derrick Rose bar, oh shit. So that was like a really dope moment for Clips in that third round. When Ill Will goes, man, yo, he started off with a rebuttal where he basically said like, yo, oh Derrick Rose, you thought that shit was hot, nigga? Nigga, I hope your knees stay fucked up. And from that point on, he fucked Derrick Rose up and just took off in that round, man. A lot of people are gonna be saying 3-0. I might give it to Ill Will the same, and I think on camera that first round is gonna look close, but I give it to Ill Will. Now on to T-Top versus Sue Surf, which is what everybody has been talking about. I'm really going to break this down so y'all understand exactly what happened, and then at home y'all can decide like what technical ways whoever won the battle. First round, Surf asked to go first. That's how you knew he was on this shit. Surf was rapping like his fucking career and life was on the line. He was smoking room shaker after room shaker after room shaker. That first round was crazy. Classic. One of my favorite Sue Surf rounds I've ever seen. He had a line where he said, like, I don't walk through Carolina so much I got Tar Heels. The crowd went fucking bananas on that. So at the end of Surf's first, I'm like, alright, no way T-Top win this round. So, you know, T-Top is going to have to do good and then come back later. T-Top starts going. His first maybe 30-35 seconds. He's not really getting reaction, but he's consistent. And just, yo, out of nowhere, boom. Crazy line. Boom. Crazy line. Boom. Crazy line. And I'm like, oh my God, this battle is crazy. Like, fire, 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 more fire, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. T-Top said a line so cold at towards the end of his first that I said, yo, he won. Like, that line won him the first round. That's how I really feel. I think a lot of people are excited because Surf's first round was so fire, but in my opinion, T-Top edged it by like one dope punchline. Second round, Surf picks up right where he left off, going crazy. He was talking about T-Top's mom, and like that shit it was funny, man. Like, just the way the shit he was touching on, the things he was saying was crazy, man. And both of their second round wasn't as good as the first round, but it was a really, really good round. T-Top goes, man. And one thing I want to say about T-Top is growth, maturity. He doesn't just do the trap raps no more. He comes with multiple angles. He goes back to that every once in a while, but he's definitely grown as an MC. So kudos to you, T-Top. I gave T-Top the edge in the second round, but anyone who wants to give Surf the second round, I'm not mad at. You know what I mean? Because that was a dope round. T-Top had the line of the battle in his second round, and I might have gave the second round to Surf, but T-Top had the line of the battle. Third round, Surf goes, and he's maybe raps for like a minute. He gets some water. He's kind of like, ah, shit. Gets some water, drinks it, goes back over the bars, and he just can't get it. Choked about a minute into it. Nigga, this shit was a classic. Like, it was a classic battle. Classic match. And like, that fucked it up. So I was upset for that, but it didn't really fuck the battle up. It just fucked up Surf's like comeback bid. You know what I mean? It's still gonna be a crazy battle on camera. People gonna be like, oh, at the third round, but it was nuts. And in T-Top's third, he had one of the best ideas ever. He took the juvenile high flow from 400 degrees and was like, oh, you did this, huh? Oh, you did this, huh? Yo, that shit was crazy. One of my favorite moments of the whole battle. I guess I have it T-Top 3-0, man, but which is, it's gonna make it sound like he washed Surf, but that's not what happened. First round edge, second round edge, third round Surf forfeited that round. That battle was a straight classic until Surf had the choke in the third round. So where does this leave Sue Surf? I don't know. I'm tired of talking about this shit. I mean, he did enough for his fans to be like, yo, classic Surf is back. And he just left, I guess, a little to be desired. But I think he still got to go on the break, man. The next battle is Arsenal versus Briz Rothstein. Now, I'm not going to break it down round by round because there was just a lot going on in that battle. But Arsenal is known as being disrespectful, being a great performer, and being very consistent. Now, in this regard, Briz Rothstein just might have outdid him, in my opinion. The shock value lines were something that I don't think Arsenal has really stood in front of before on that level. Like, Briz really went to the extreme to out shock value Arsenal with just some of the crazy lines he was saying. Like, I'm talking about, like, people's kids got busted on throughout this battle. People's mamas got fucked in this battle. A grandma might have got fucked in this battle. There was something about hitting a pussy with a safety pin or something like that. It was all kind of shit coming from these niggas in this battle. It was mad entertaining and it was mad funny. Arsenal Arsenal had his moments, but I just think Briz was just so consistent. One thing about this event is with T-Top and Briz, we know they've been battling top level opponents for over a year now, but this was finally just like, yo, welcome y'all. Like, with like Arsenal retiring, and then, you know, with the stuff Surf got going on, and just the way, the feeling of like Clips is moving on to do MTV stuff. Conceited did it too. I feel like there's a new wave of top tiers coming in, and like this battle just signified that, man. Now, I loved the battle and I think it was very competitive, but I just had a feeling that Briz was just taking it. You know what I mean? I had that feeling really from the first round to the third that Briz was just winning, even if it wasn't by that much. That's just how I felt. Great battle. Wait till it comes out. The disrespect is fucking hilarious, man. Like I love this shit, and like both of them was laughing at the shit that other people were saying. So wait till y'all see that really good battle. The next battle I would be talking about is DNA versus Daylight, but it didn't happen. Daylight didn't show up. I don't know what's going on behind it. Maybe we'll do an interview with Daylight and ask him what the hell happened. But Daylight didn't show up to the battle. So what did URL do? They set up Chess versus Av, 3-round battle, 2 weeks prior to the event, and I guess they were going to announce it as a secret battle. With Daylight and DNA not going down, it worked out that the crowd still got the same amount of battles. So they announced it. Yo, Daylight ain't here. Crowd is kind of like, ah, fuck. Then we got Chess versus Av. Crowd goes crazy. Nobody expected that shit. There was rumblings in the crowd before about what the secret battle was, but I don't more than like 5 people didn't know for sure. First round, Chess goes first. He's doing good. Now, Chess's first round was good, and he showed growth, because he actually said things, and I'm proud of him and T-Top, because Chess said things in his first round where he was like, he had a line like, yo, because when the Mac, and he was like, nah, I can't rap about that no more. Like, he was talking about how he has grown, and his lines and his material is just getting better and more potent. So I respected the way he wrote that first round. The first round seemed mad long by Chess, and I feel like it took the wind out of his sails a little bit, because crowd was reacting, crowd liked it, and then it was kind of like, all right, man, like, we want to see Avs first. So Av goes back to 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 back fire punchlines his whole first round. He wasn't just saying like street punchlines or referencing like hood movies. He was like every topic you can imagine. He said like a foosball line, like I'll leave your whole team stiff in a box like foosball or some shit. I thought it was over for Chess, man, but his second round was crazy. He said something about like cutting the bottom out the TV and using it as a dinner tray. I don't know what he said, but he was like, what you know about being broke and having to do this and do that, and that shit worked. Chess's second round was amazing, man. Like it couldn't have been any less than that, because he would have died that battle. Like, Chess saved himself with that second round and got the crowd was nuts. Like, the crowd reaction was at an all-time high, and I think this is the battle that really made NOME 6 if you feel what I'm saying. Av's second round, it was good, but I think Chess outshined him that second round. Third round, Chess goes fire. Av goes again in that third. Back to back punches. Now at this point, you know, Chess's third is way better than his first, so you like, yo, Av might kind of be losing, or it might kind of be a tie, but he got to a point where he said a line about Batman's butler that shut the room down for like 48 seconds. And after that, I said, yo, Av ended it. That battle, I'm giving Av 2-1. He got the first and the third. Some people might give him the second, but Av won that. Now, I think this was a very good look for Chess. Even though I think it's a loss and people will acknowledge that it's a loss, the battle was crazy. One of my favorite Chess performances, and it might be my favorite Av performance. RUM NITTY versus TAY ROC. I think coming into it, everyone thought this was going to be battle of the night. They just thought it was perfect. The thing I was talking about with like the passing of the guard earlier, TAY ROC's not ready to retire at all, obviously. You know what I mean? I feel like he's hitting his prime right now. But as far as how URL is marketing and pushing him, I feel like RUM NITTY is stepping into that spot while TAY ROC is stepping into, like, you know, he's like kind of like ascending into like a legendary status. And I feel like RUM NITTY is rising into that old TAY ROC top tier, hungry, crazy spot, if y'all can feel what I'm saying. Tay Roc went first because he lost the coin toss. And this whole round, he was talking about how, like, Nitty was trying to beat him. He had a line about like a flat basketball and you couldn't be Roc's replacement. That was crazy. That's one of my favorite lines of that first round. Another thing that Tay Roc did that I thought was smart is because Team Homie was there. You know what I'm saying? Roc's boys were there. You know when you reference certain people, it gets rowdy. And he had a line about how he was gonna dab everybody in Team Homie, but he was gonna snuff Rum Nitty. So it made it funny, you know what I'm saying? People were laughing, so that was dope. Strong first round on Tay Roc. So Rum Nitty goes. Out the gate, he had a line about turducken. That was crazy to me. I was like, yo, I would never think to say that in any type of rap at all, but it worked. You know what I'm saying? It worked. He had a heavy bags bar, of course, recent news. He said he was gonna put the little Uzi in his mouth so he can mumble rap. That shit got so much reaction. Now coming to the end of the first round, I was like, I think it's just close. I can't call it either way until Rum Nitty had his final bar of his first round was a he got game bar that fit so perfectly that I gave Rum Nitty the battle. I mean, my fault. I gave Rum Nitty the round off of just that line hitting so hard and just being well timed. Crazy. First round very close. I edged it to Rum Nitty literally by one punchline. On to Tay Roc second. I think he touched Rum Nitty's hat, and Rum Nitty said something, he said something, they started arguing, boys get involved, fight almost breaks out. Right? They calm it down, we back onto it. Tay Roc has like an Nittyville bar. It was kind of a reach, but I don't know, I liked it. Sometimes with a reach, it sound cool, so you like it. He was talking about like how URL is his house, and like no matter how much Rum Nitty tries to be him, like he's his father. So he was referencing like URL as being like a house and saying that like your mother said do this, and so it was a dope angle and the crowd loved it because that's Tay Roc's crowd. We all know that. To sum up Tay Roc's second round, I maybe liked his first round a little better, but it was dope. He was consistent, and the fact that they almost fought had the crowd like all into it. Rum Nitty comes out, Pete Rock bar. Cause Rock, Tay Roc, Pete Rock, remember this? He had a dope bar like that. Then he had a crazy WWF ladder match punchline that had me like, oh shit. Like I felt like Rum Nitty was about to take off in the second and like, you know, be the clear winner in the battle. So Rum Nitty goes, he has like a pocket check line where he snatched Tay Roc pocket. Tay Roc got furious. He was basically like, yo, like you keep touching me, watch what happens in my next round. I'm violating the shit out of you. Rum Nitty has something to say about it. Fight almost breaks out again. I heard people saying that they thought Rum Nitty like clearly was winning the first two rounds, but that shit was just distracting for me. Like Rum Nitty's second was about to be fire and all that shit happened. Part of me wants to give it to Rum Nitty, but the fight shit was weird. Like I don't know what to say about it. Tay Roc was consistent, but Rum Nitty out punched him in the second round. He had bigger moments. Tay Roc really shined in the third round. He was talking about how Nitty had on fake Jordans. Nitty was like, no I don't. He was like, nah nigga, you got on real ones now. But the last battle, it had everybody laughing. This nigga said some shit about an air hockey handle. That shit fucked me up. Like, yo, who references an air hockey handle? In Rum Nitty's third round, in the beginning, what he tried to do was take an angle of, yo, you were, Miss Hustle told me you was fucking with a tranny. And the crowd was just like, they wasn't having it. They was like, the way the story wasn't really coming together right, and they were just like, whoa. They didn't want to hear that shit. And it took Nitty like a minute and a half to get the crowd back. And because of that, it was just, I feel like it was like a bad angle choice, and because of that, Tay Roc definitely got the third. People will give Tay Roc the first round. I gave Nitty the first round by literally one punchline. The second round, I thought Nitty was cooking and spazzing, and he had bigger moments than Tay Roc did. His Tay Roc was just like a consistent round, but all the fighting and shit, like it just left little gaps in Nitty shit. That, like I said, I'll give that one to Nitty. Third round, Tay Roc clearly got. Now, I guess I'd say 2-1 Nitty, But it's not really gonna matter who won this battle, because it wasn't the best RUM NITTY and it wasn't the best TAY ROC. And at first the fights hyped the battle up, but then it kind of took away. It was like, come on y'all, just rap. So I mean, I don't think people are gonna really count this one too much, and it should have been, you know, the best battle of the night. So teeny bit disappointed with how that battle turned out. All in all, I feel like NOME 6 was a good event for URL. It was strong. Av and Chess is gonna win battle of the night, definitely. Performer of the night, man, I think you could give that to Av, Briz, or T-Top. Yeah, one of them three. Maybe I give it to T-Top. And my favorite battle of the night, even with the choke, was Susur vs T-Top. I thoroughly enjoyed that battle. I think the defining moment of that battle was when T-Top came back in the first round and made it crazy. So yeah, that's it. Rapgrid.com. Follow me at Drect, D-R-E-C-T. Facebook Drect Williams. And yeah, until next time, holla.
Cortez.
I'ma just do what I do like I've been doing.
Versus B-Magic.
Somebody gonna die, nigga, and it's not me, nigga. Arsenal was a dead man quick walking.
My mask off. I'm a bareface killer. I run down on a nigga bareface.
Arsenal versus Serious.
Light and Rain would be Chilla vs Big T, would be K-Shine versus Nitty, would be DNA versus Big Cannon, would be Magic versus Saga. Well, not Magic anymore, but would have been Magic versus Saga.